How to write a will. Hello everyone, this is Santosh Pulipaka, advocate practicing in Telangana. Today, let's try to discuss about how to write a will. And the will is also called as testament, and the person who is writing a will is called as testator. The last will or testament is one of the precious documents one can write in his lifetime, because in that will it will be clearly stated how the property and assets needs to be distributed among beneficiaries. Not only that, once the will is prepared, the person in his lifetime can live happily because he knows clearly where his properties and assets would be diverted after his death, and his intentions would be carry forwarded even after his death because of will. As per Indian Succession Act 1925, total there are two types of wills. First one is privileged will, second one is unprivileged will. Privileged will is generally done for soldiers who are in warfare and the medical surgeons who are working in regiments and the mariner engineers or officers who are involved in warfare. Apart from all these people, whoever else writing will are considered as unprivileged wills. For example, if I write a will, that will be considered as unprivileged will. And in general, in total, there are 6 different types of wills. First one is simple will, second one is testamentary trust will, third one joint will, fourth one living will, fifth one holographic will, sixth one is oral will. Let us see from first in detail. The first will, as we discussed, is simple will. This is the general will that what we are talking about, in which how the property and assets needs to be distributed among next generations or among beneficiaries will be clearly written after a person's death. So this is the general will that we are discussing about. The second will is the testamentary trust will. In this will, generally few of the properties and assets will be kept under a trust name and a trustee will be appointed, because in such sort of wills the testator doesn't want his property to go to the beneficiaries directly. Instead, he wants the testators to meet some conditions so that the property will be inherited to the beneficiaries. The third one is joint will. Generally, this sort of wills will be written in between spouse. So it will have more than 2 testators writing will. For example, a spouse will write a will to hand over or to inherit everything in his absence to the other person. Generally, such sort of joint wills are very problematic because the beneficiaries and the executors and the provisions written in this joint will still holds good even on the death of a single spouse. So we cannot change anything that is written in this will after death of a single person in that pair. So because in general, in such situations, the ideas of spouse may get changed depending on the situations available. Generally, spouse can think of doing a second marriage or so. In such conditions, these joint wills will be very problematic. And the fourth will that is available for us is living will. This will is nothing to do after death. It talks about when a person become incapacitated, then that person, what sort of medical needs he is expecting can be written in a living will. so that it's nothing to do, when a person is dead, how his property needs to be distributed among others. Instead, it will talk about at the time of his incapacitated, at the time of his last, what sort of medical treatments this person is expecting will be written in living will. So obviously a person can write two wills legally. One is living will and next one is a simple will, because those two agendas are completely different. And the next is holographic will. This is nothing but a will that is written with hand. It is even more powerful because we'll have a handwriting testimony involved in it. The last will is oral will. Generally, this will be considered only for soldiers in warfare or so. Now, these are the 6 different types of wills that are available. Who can write a will? Section 59 of the Indian Succession Act 1925 clearly states who are capable of writing wills. In that, a person who is of sound mind and not a minor can write a will. Even a person dumb, deaf and blind are also eligible for writing a will if they know what they are doing. A person who is generally insane can also write a will if for a period of time, if he is having sound mind. Who are not eligible for writing a will? A person who is in detoxification and who doesn't know what he is doing about, they are not eligible to write a will because they are considered as not having sound mind. Can I revoke a will? Section 70 of the Indian Succession Act 1925 clearly states that a revoking of an unprivileged will or codicil. So, a person can write n number of wills. By cancelling the previous one, the latest will hold good in his lifetime. Is it mandatory to register a will? No. As per Section 17 of the Registrations Act 1908, it was clearly specified that registering of will is not mandatory. And Section 18E of the Registrations Act 1908 will explain that the registering of will is purely dependent on the testator's wish. What are the important things that we need to consider while writing a will? Whether the will is registered or not, but we need to make sure that there are few important points that are written in the will. Those are 3 things. Number 1, we need to make sure that the properties and their addresses are clearly stated in the will, and the name and details of testator also should be clearly specified in the will. Along with that, there needs to be a clear-cut distribution of assets and properties to beneficiaries. Number 2, there needs to be an executor written in the will. So, after the death of testator, a person needs to execute this will. So, the executor details also needs to be clearly specified in the will. And the third point, there needs to be 2 witnesses, 2 independent witnesses who will sign on this will, and these 2 witnesses should not be any beneficiaries of the will, so that the will is executed in front of 2 witnesses and 1 executor, and all these people needs to sign on the will along with date. Then if you register will or not, this written will be valid. The last point, do I need to pay tax for the money that I received as a part of beneficiary in the will? No, there is no need for us to pay any tax for the money that we receive as a part of will. Reason is, this is a property transfer without any consideration of written, so that this is treated as a gift. The Income Tax Act 1961 clearly excludes the property that are received from will or gift